And guys, we will actually use it. The Sorin ultimate is here. Man, Blob is absolutely taking over the game. Maybe. Hello everyone, it's Sloth and it's so good to be back. So I was off for a few days for my business trip and man, it's so cool to finally play some arena. I know the game can be so annoying sometimes, you know, all the meta decks and things like this, but believe me, after a few days, it's such a cool game. So that's a positive message for the day. Let's appreciate arena today. I even ranted less than usually, so that's a sign. I really also appreciate everyone that was watching all the videos while I was off. I hope you enjoyed them. Like, you are the true fans. I really appreciate this one. And to give something back, I really wanted to make today's deck special. No meta decks. Something cool. And what can be cooler than Golgari freaking control that I don't really see too much anywhere because of probably meathook ban, right? This is one of the archetypes that were hurt the most because the black is basically the only removal color you have here, and that was the perfect sweeper because it benefits from all the additional mana from the green, you know. And if you were a fan of Golgari Shigeki deck before in the previous standard, I think this is one that can tickle this itch. That sounds weird, but it is what it is. Alright, so let's go into the deck. You can see the replacement, right? We really tried to work with drag to the bottom, and after playing some games, I actually noticed that this has synergy with the deck that I didn't predict. So, drag to the bottom at maximum gets -6/-6 when you have all the basic land types. And guess which green creature has exactly 7 toughness? Yes, that's a Titan of Industry, which actually is coincidentally our finisher for the game. So basically you cast drag to the bottom and you have a huge board, so your opponent turn is basically answering what is left. So that gives you this initiative that usually is lacking after the sweepers. So this is really insanely good combo and it will win you quite a lot of games. Drag to the bottom itself, it gets usually -4/-4 because you most of the time have like one Triumph. If you get a lucky Triumph, so headquarters of course give us the types that we don't normally use, so blue and white. This one gives us a little bit less because we play black and green anyway, but it also hurts us less when we want to cast Invoke Despair. So for this reason, if you find this one and play some basics, you can probably sweep the board at turn 4. If not, it goes for -4/-4. It kills most of the things, especially like Evelyn, things like this that have 4 toughness. 4 toughness seems to be this magical number in the new format, so we can get to it with a single trial. That's really good, and I didn't have a huge troubles with drag to the bottom, honestly. It seems like a valid replacement. At least in this deck, like, it is a bit slow, but most of the time it's good enough. And after you sweep, it's the same as meathook. You don't get life gain. That's why we have March of the Wretched Sorrow, because this is one of the few ways we get the lifelink. This is also the reason we have Sorin, and man, Sorin actually is probably one of the key cards for the deck. I put only 2 of them, and I didn't predict that this will be a powerhouse that carries most of the games. Maybe we could even sacrifice some Bankbusters for the Sorin, because this card absolutely rocks here. It also can go to ultimate pretty fast. You will actually see a ultimate for Sorin this video. And yeah, the fact that you draw 2 cards and with some healing you can get back whatever you lose on 5 drops. We have quite a lot of 5 drops in this deck, so it might hurt a little bit, but it's worth it. So definitely a huge power spike. For the cards, after removal, we have quite a lot of removal because we don't have great sweepers, so we need a little bit more time. But they seem really on point in current meta. At least for me, I didn't waste any of the cutdowns, but if you ever do it, you still have Celestus, so that's why we can play a little bit more of the sideboard cards because we just cycle them later. Tear Asunder, Exile effect, you know. Bankbuster, good card, though. We have 1 Karn Sylex. We also have 1 Cruelty, so if we really want, we can sweep the board, but I didn't go for too many of them because they don't really have great synergy. We have Planewalkers, we have Celestus. It's more of a emergency. If something goes really wrong, you just search for this card, you play it, you sweep the board, and you start the new game. Alright, from the interesting cards, Consuming Blob. We actually played Consuming Blob, and this card wins games. I really like this card. It's not probably like the most competitive one, but man, if your opponent cannot answer it, it's similar to Shorted, it just wins you the game. And we have quite a lot of different card types. We have instant sorcerers, creatures, lands, artifacts. So those oozes, or whatever blobs they are actually pretty big, especially later in the game. So this card, when played, when your opponent cannot remove it before the end step, so usually you like your opponent tapped when you play this, because then you get always 2 for 1, and 2 for 1 is a good start. It can be infinite for 1. Warchief, some life gain. We have 1, it made a difference in so many games. Definitely you need at least 1. Evelyn, this is something I really wanted to give, like the real control feeling. This draws cards, this has flash. This was also one of the reasons I included Sorin, because those are also vampires. So you have ways in the deck to just capitalize on the ability multiple times, and I think even casting 5 mana flash creature, that is great blocker, great defender for planewalkers, and just something you can play if your opponent doesn't play anything that needs interaction, because you usually keep your mana during your opponent's turn because you are a real control deck. So Evelyn really fills this gap, and additional cards just give you this edge over your opponent. We have Colossal Skyturtle. To be honest, I'm not sure if it's necessary. I really like this loop with Shigeki, and that was one of the ways you can do it. 3 mana on the channel with the green. Always make sure that it is useful. You can even go for the blue channel and just play the Skyturtle. We have all the mana needed in the deck. So I like this addition, but honestly it's not important if you don't have it or you want to go with something else. Probably even third Shigeki would be as good as it is, because the meta seems to be quite fast, and I usually don't get into this infinite end game phase. Usually you win by then. So casting Shigeki is usually enough, you don't need to cycle it too much. Titan, of course, you know the drill. So the deck really performed nicely for me. I actually don't have Companion because I came back, I forgot to turn it on, but we actually went from like 98% in Mythic, because I deranked Decade, to I think like 1800, so we got the number. So I think that's a good success. Golgari doesn't seem to be existent in the meta, and if you like Golgari control, this might be a good shot at getting back into the meta just a little bit. So I encourage you to try, I hope you like it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We are doing our best to not break our half-year streak of daily videos, so if you appreciate all the passion going into the decks that aren't meta, don't forget to do it. And really appreciate and thank you for everyone commenting while I was off. It was really a blast just reading the comments and seeing you guys enjoy. Thank you for that, honestly. Let's enjoy the games and tell me what you think. Alright, we are going first. Man, with Shigeki as ramp, we have to do it. We just have to do it. This is one of the cool things about just playing Shigeki for the value. Sometimes you get a free ramp out of nowhere, especially if your opponent is on the draw. Like, he can kill it, but it will cost him full turn, and then Sorin might survive a bit more. Like, so far so good. Oh no, you Shigeki, you never attack. You are not this kind of guy, you know? And don't forget, this is like returning Shigeki is part of the cost. Right? Yeah, because you know why. You know why. You are a pro. Okay, so we will kill this for sure. That's probably the best cut down target in his deck. And now after we ramp, we can play Sorin, and that's actually a huge deal. Like, setting up the Sorin right now while he's tapped and no counter spells, this will probably win us the game. And with +1, it means that it cannot get burned, really. So I think this is if we win the game, this is the turn why we did it. Man, we actually got the full value of ramp as well. Man, Shigeki, you really carried this one. And we could just miss a land drop, in a way. Fable, absolutely fine. We do not mind Fable, one of the few decks. Easy, cut down, that's why we have a lot of cut downs. That's really good. Like, we are getting into ultimate very quickly. So we are doing first in case we draw a land, so we don't reveal extra cards for no reason. If I played this, he would see the forest in my hand, so, you know, better this way. And I guess we take some cards with Shigeki. Oh yeah, oh yes, we will definitely take some cards with Shigeki. I mean, yeah, I think we will be winning this one, honestly. Like, we are at 6 mana, we ramped, we didn't miss anything, and we are doing 2 cards a turn, and we'll get even more than 2 cards a turn because of Shigeki. We will get what? Despair and something else. And Cruelty. And then we'll try to keep drawing cards with Sorin until he... Man, Tapland? Oh, that hurts. Okay? Please make your target, my friend. Can I ask you nicely for some targets for your Corpse Appraiser? Yeah, so he wants his one. That's probably better because he knows we can respond. He sees the Shigeki, and this way at least he gets some value. The problem is the value is not really huge. Okay, so pass. Sure. Let's get our stuff. Man, I kinda like the deck. Like, I'm really proud of what's going on here in this game. Okay, let's get some value, a 10 mana worth of value to be precise. And let's threaten the ultimate. 2 damage is fine. Absolutely fine. And with Invoke Despair, you want to play more black than anything else. Man, Titan is really strong here, right? Yeah, like... I like other cards as well, but I think this is just super good. And let's get the Rhino. It's much harder to answer 2 instances because both of the creatures answer his ones. So he basically needs a super efficient 2 removal cards, and then he just deals 3 damage, and that still doesn't matter. Man, the Taplands absolutely destroy him. Like, he's so slow right now. He's playing 3-drop to our 11/11. Yeah, I think he lost on the Sorin turn. Like, it's way too late right now to do anything. We can even get rid of the Invoke Despair. Alright, how many types do we have? How many types? Like 4, right? So we -5, -5. You know that we can actually just kill him. Oh man. Oh man. So yeah, we just kill him. I should probably do it, right? It sounds like a great idea overall. And you know what? This is the one situation that I will actually exile drag to the bottom, because I want to be as efficient with my mana as possible, because he has only 1 mana, 1 blue mana, so Spell Pierce is absolutely best he can do, and I don't think he even plays it. And we have exactly 5 mana, so we can even follow up with Invoke. Enjoy your blocks. And guys, we will actually use it. The Sorin ultimate is here. Oh my god, I didn't kill anyone with Sorin since so long ago. Oh, he's not happy. Nice. Man, this game was a masterpiece, honestly. And we got the numbers after not playing for a few days. I'm proud about this deck. Alright, we are going first. Cut down, Infernal Grasp. Titan, I guess, quite far from here, but we'll try to make it work. We are against Mauser. Man, I remember Mauser. It was from some movie or like series? I think there was something like this. Alright, so Obscure... Oh, okay, I didn't see this one since a long time. Okay, drag to the bottom makes me feel much more confident into this game, because we can already go for like 4. So it's basically a sweeper, right? Cleric Tribal. Sure. Like, I guess. We could destroy it, but he probably has a lot of basics. This doesn't do anything on its own, so let's just ignore it for the time being. And let's just keep playing our lands. So my plan is just to wait until he goes super wide, then drag to the bottom. Oh, annoying. Really annoying. I guess. It sucks that he will see, like, the biggest pain is that he knows my cards. That's what I fear the most, because he can name either drag to the bottom or Infernal Grasp. He cannot name both, so if we want, we will kill everything. But the problem is now he knows we have a sweeper, so he won't play any other creature anymore. And we cannot answer with drag to the bottom, right, next turn. So let's go with this one. Like, I think this is the correct play. And as you can see, the value he got is knowing that we have a sweeper, and that's a big deal. He will play much differently right now. Like, we won't get the same value that we would get if he didn't see this one. Oh my god, stop, man. Man, come on. How many of those you can have? Oh, it's also a cleric, so I guess he gets the value here. Super annoying. I don't want to get so much damage, but I guess we'll have to. Alright, can I get something with Takenoa? We have some creatures. Oh man, but I really want to get into Titan, right? Let's not waste it. Okay, okay. Like, I kinda like it. Now I pretty much regret not killing the Shadowrite Priest. Yeah, maybe I should do it. Maybe I just give him free value for no reason. But that's still a lot of cards, and we get rid of this. But yeah, in retrospect it seems cut down should be cast. Especially that we are getting stacked with them. He knows that next turn we can just drag to the bottom, but on the other side, on the other hand, oh my god, bro. Oh, that hurts. That doesn't die, right? Oh, I should put a stop. That's a big deal. Okay, not playing my best definitely here in this game. I made two huge mistakes already. And for this reason we need to go for Shigeki, even though it would be great to you know, preserve it, but I kinda didn't go for it very well. Phyrexian Missionary. Yeah, so he's going for like absolutely value. He knows about the sweeper and he just doesn't want to play into it. And there's nothing we can do about this one. We have to take this damage. We have to take it. And I really want to ramp, honestly, but then I won't have mana. Okay, final. That's the draw that we needed, I think. Okay, we are getting there. Sure, that will be a pain still. And you can feel the difference between meathook and drag to the bottom. Like, it is a difference. We won't be able to ramp as well. But we have some decent blocks. We have cut down, so Missionary doesn't really exist. And I guess we can cast the Titan, so like next time if we draw a land. So there are some things going for us. Sure, that is such a pain right now. Yeah, let's just kill the Missionary. There's no better target than this. And I guess let's see the attack, right? No attack. And Taplan is probably the worst we could get. Probably the worst. It's also not the correct one, right? So we have basically a Triumph. Alright, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. I think we just use the block with Visionary, right? Yeah. So far we can block. Let's just make sure that we have stops just in case. After Titan we can recover the missing HP, and Warchief really helped as well. Like the 3 HP from this one is a huge deal. And I guess after we ramp we can channel even if we want something really super bad. Like Invoke Despair is actually an answer, kinda. Maybe. Alright, 2 blockers. I want to play like this. Yeah, this forces him to react. And so this is Emperor, right? But we still get the token. Okay, Valorous Stance, so 1 is down. Okay, sure. We get the token. He wasted his important card because we need to go through this anyway somehow. And that's a drag to the bottom. Oh yes. Okay, now it's getting much better. Much better. We lose the token. That's not perfect, but you know, it is what it is. And he doesn't really have much board after we clear it, right? Alright, I want 2 cards. I want Invoke Despair. So we play drag to the bottom. Okay, let's not be too greedy. I think I might lose this game if I'm too greedy. March is great. Invoke this. Oh my god, I need Invoke Despair. I have to take this card. It's not possible to just ignore it, you know? Okay. Yep, I gladly lose my another HP. Alright, so this has full domain, right? So -6. This means that the Titan does not die. Titan does not die. So we can play this with shield and get life. Or clear the board. I think clearing the board is better. Unless, you know, he just blocks to avoid the damage. Man, the game would be so much different if he didn't see this card. We would absolutely smork him so many times already. Another shot that I guess from the top won't kill us as well. Shigeki. Shigeki. I don't think I'm super greedy. I just want the channel and I don't want to die to lose it to Infernal Grasp. This is not scary. He needs something better. It's not the worst, you know? It's not the worst. And right now I think we really make sure that things will die as soon as possible, even tokens. Yeah, let's kill this one first. So we just trade stuff. Okay, let's draw a card. No shorted. That's an interesting draw. And this has to be the Titan. This is a really good one. So we kill the enchantment and we gain life. And suddenly, oh my god, I think we'll work it out. And we can make a one-way sweeper, which is freaking amazing. He might kill it, but that's why we have Shigeki, right? And so far he doesn't. Like, life gain does not matter at all. Oh, did he play the kicker? Okay, okay, he did. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. If he didn't, that would be such a big blunder, basically. But you know what's happening next turn? You know what's happening next turn? Let's see. Like, we can play everything at instant speed. We are actually fine with defending. At 8 HP, sure, that is not like instant kill. He doesn't have enough black for invoke. Not sure if he even plays them. Sure. We can kill it with no issues on multiple ways. Life gain does not matter. Those are basically two wasted cards. Yep. And this is not a card. So 1, 2, 3. 3 cool cards. Guys, I think we are actually doing this. So definitely Warchief. I will take the March because of the life gain. And another drag, just in case he draws something crazy. Alright, we get the stuff back. Now we untapped. And I will gladly pay to kill the shot. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's worth it. Okay, it's worth just one instance of 2 damage. We just draw another one. Okay, that's a main. Do I attack with Titan? He cannot retrade. If he goes with the shoulder block. Nah, let's just do the thing. That's really perfect. So one side sweeper, you gotta love it. Even if he has the Emperor, I don't care. And that is a Warchief. Warchief is extremely good here. That's a really strong setup right now. Our board is crushing his. He has only 4 cards. And most of his cards don't matter even. And we can basically nullify all of his cards. If he goes white, we drag to the bottom. If he doesn't, we go Invoke Despair. So that's pretty cool, honestly. We need 4 for the drag. We need 4. So we would go for 4, then Invoke Despair. Alright, we're going first. Cut down is really good. We have extremely slow start, but with 1 drop on the play we should be fast enough, I think. So let's start playing the black one for the cut down, and let's see what we get. We can get rid of this one as well. I think as a 2 drop it shouldn't be above cut down. And I guess we are going into consuming blob, I guess. I don't think we killed the dog, right? There will be better targets than this. Also, it's a dog, so, you know, it's inherently resistant to you know, attacking it because it's cute. Look, like, it's really cute. Okay, yeah, quality. Alright, so RNG Rush. Well, definitely wedding announcement will make some troubles. And I guess the dog will be a problem at some point. Like, it will be a 2-2. Let's get rid of it. He's tapped out, so that's actually a nearly clear board. It won't get better than this, probably. Alright, the blob. I think we just play Zayatora. Do we really want to hit something? Like, we could get Shigeki or something like this, so you know what? I will risk it. I think I will risk it. Like, if we can trade it, it might be really good. But you know what? At the other side, like, then we won't be able to cast Consuming Blob. And if he cannot answer it, we can get Wedding Announcement basically forever. Alright, I just convinced myself to just use the Consuming Blob. Okay. That will be annoying at some point, but we have quite a lot of time. Do we have land in the graveyard? Not really. So I think we actually cycle the land right now. This way we can ensure that the blob goes off. So let's cycle, we will get land in the graveyard, so that will pump it just a little bit. And we probably will draw something. Okay, I was thinking about a land, but that's fine. He's kinda tapped out. I don't think they play Lightning Strike, right? I don't think they do. Okay, so let's see how it goes. The other choice would be just to go for the March first, but I think that we lose quite a lot of value, and he has only 2 mana. So, unless he has exactly Lightning Strike, I don't think he can kill it. Like, they don't play with fire. So, yeah, we got our ooze, or the blob. It should be a blob, I think. I'm not sure how blob is related to ooze, I guess. Oh my god. What a card. I actually really like this one. I would like to play it more. So he has Serra Paragon, but we have the blob. If he cannot capitalize on the dog this turn, he won't get anything out of Serra Paragon, and that's extremely good for us. Like, it's starting to get better, honestly. I would love to use Invoke Despair, but I don't think we can. Let's do it like this. I want to be like mana efficient right now. I also want some additional types. So we have instant land. Sorcerer will be this one. I guess we just make blobs. Like, they will be bigger at some point in the game. And when they will be, we will start probably winning. He needs to answer it. So we both had like our champion creature. He had Serra Paragon, I have a blob. And all of those creatures just give you value every turn, but we managed to save ours, and he didn't manage to save his, so we are actually really ahead right now. He cannot use Covenant. Oh, Emperor, right. So this is an Emperor. The problem with the Emperor is that he needs to +1. Yeah, I think we are really good if that's an Emperor. We just use the March on the creature he wants to pump. It dies, and then we kill the Emperor for free next turn. And because I really think it could be a Ganjo. A Ganjo would absolutely destroy us, but with 3 colors, oh, like, it's probably safer to not block with the blob. Like, we're at 17. Okay, I really think that would work, but I'm just not risking it. Because the blob is only target that really matters. Okay, so yeah, if I risked, I would win this one. It should be on the farm hand, I think, because it's premium creature compared to the token. Then we answer with March. Cool. Alright, so we killed this one. All of his creatures are tapped. He doesn't get new tokens with Wedding, so it means that the Emperor will die to the blob. Alright, so what is your trick? So far, trick for trick, and I think we should be on top of the trick pyramid. He has 2 mana, like, he can think about something maybe. Or not. Or maybe not. I don't really want to cast Invoke Despair for 0 cards. I would prefer to just get rid of the Emperor. And this is what we will do. He's at 20, so let's just make sure we can do it. We still risk that the blob will die to another Emperor, but I really want to get rid of her. Like, it is annoying. Creature, is it worth it? We won't be able to clear all the creatures, so it's as good as it gets. And I know if I cast sorcery first, they would be bigger, but I just wanted to make sure that Emperor dies, so we get this additional card. That's something, you know, especially with the Titan. And look, now we can use the cut down. We get, man, Blob is absolutely taking over the game. Maybe we should play this card more. Oh, he misplayed. He should do it before. Man, he had this all the time. Not sure what he was waiting for. I don't think we can save it, right? Oh, right, he couldn't use it because of no sorcerer. See? Thanks to this, we actually made the full attack and the action work. So if we played stuff in a different order, that would be really bad. Okay. That's definitely a little bit annoying. That's a strong creature. But it trades perfectly to our oozes or blobs. Blob. Alright, how do we do it? Probably it's better to just kill Deo. If he gets the Emperor, then we know about it beforehand. Killing Deo never feels great. Like, it's really always annoying. Emperor is, I think, his best one. Because even though, like, he's not casting it, it comes into battlefield this turn. And it could use flash against attack after we declare attack. So you would have to triple attack it. And this one is actually not the scariest one. Oh, I think that's an oops because that wasn't a good hit. Like, it's decent, but it's not great. And right, we are at 12 damage from the ooze. Like, seems pretty good. We can kill something with 2 toughness. He will probably get the dog, right? They usually take the dog from this one. Especially if he doesn't have winning place. Yeah. But the dog is tapped. So the only real benefit he gets is this card. He needs to get something that kills all the oozes in this turn. Even the Emperor doesn't save him right now. So, let's check your bluff. We definitely will attack. Is this the Emperor? Another Emperor. Cool. We will see what is the action. Like, it doesn't save him, right? Unless he has 2 Emperors.
Will protect my people.
Then he needs to exile. Like, the good thing about this one is that he needs to do the move first, so we can react to his move. Because -2 gets him to 8, which exactly dies to our attack. So making token is even worse. So he needs to have another card. He needs another Emperor. I don't super care about the life gain. And I think we won. Perfect! I was fearing the second Emperor, so I wanted to keep March, so after he plays another one, we kill her. Alright, opponent goes first. We have Infernal Grasp, Sylex, and some card draw, so we definitely have options, but it all depends how good our opponent draw is. And you know, starting with 1 drop on the play seems like not a bad start for our opponent, so it might get rough really quickly. Fortunately, it is mono black, and that means he cannot answer the Sylex at all. But it will be hard. Like, I'm feeling behind already. Oh man, Infernal Grasp. So we are not guaranteed to hit an untapped land next turn. So unfortunately we need to waste the Infernal Grasp turn just to make sure that we can play Sylex on curve. Like, this is a 1 drop, so that's really tempo efficient to get rid of it. And we also can ensure that he cannot cast anything main phase. Yeah, Sylex is the winning play here. Like, no questions about it. We basically sweep everything, and it seems to be like the most aggro version of mono black, with, you know, just draining you out of life. He cannot, like, the best play for him is just to pump the sleeper, play land, and pass the turn, because that already forces us to react. But thanks to this, we have only 1 mana that we need to invest into sweeping the board, and then we can hold up the rest with for Infernal Grasp or stuff like this. It's still rough. We are at, what, 9? That's not a lot, especially against Invoke Despair. And we are still on the draw, right? So we can definitely feel this disadvantage. Alright, so Sylex needs to go. I would love to get a little bit more value, but it is what it is, and we just cannot not do it. Activate only as a sorcery, so we need to do it now. I wonder, this is weird. What is, oh, the ability. Yeah, you did it. You pressed the button. Great, I'm super proud of you. So we are keeping both of those. Invoke Despair is probably the worst we can get, and I'm pretty sure he has it. See? Easy. That's how we play Magic. And we are really starting to be behind. This will be Evelyn. We'll probably get from her a land drop. But if he just chains Infinite and Invoke Despairs, we cannot beat this one, because we took too much damage because of his great draw at the start. If we were on the play, I think we could make it work. But it was still a hard opening. Short Red. That's an interesting one. We can get to 1, right? I guess. I still want to play Evelyn, honestly. Right, what is this 2 mana? Tenacious Underdog. Whew, that's a hard one. How do we deal with this? Evelyn is okay. We need 2 mana to get rid of this. So we will be at 3 main phase. That's not a lot. We cannot even kick the Tear Asunder. We can exile the Underdog. And then we have no Evelyn. I will try with her. Like, we are guaranteed to draw a land, I guess. Or maybe not. Let's play the Infernal Grasp. That's no choice, really. We have to do it, because we take 2 damage anyway. Okay, that's a really cool draw. I mean, we have to do this, right? He will get into the discard into his graveyard if it dies. And it is what it is. Really hard. We need to get into Titan and heal, and then we can survive another Despair. Because I'm in Despair right now. So 2 blockers should be in. Oh my god, he just freaking draw this amazing card, and I congratulate him the skill. Alright, so there's nothing we can do, right? Let's show that we had answers to everything except this freaking card. You know what? I think it should still be a good game. Oh, I'm so happy.